Hello everyone, welcome to the Career Medicos. Today we are going to discuss about the topic relative risk versus attributable risk. So what is relative risk? So relative risk, as the name suggests, what it is suggesting relative risk. So how much the risk factor is causing disease in exposed relatively to the non-exposed. How much the risk of getting disease relative to non-exposed in exposed person. So what is attributable risk? Attributable risk is how much the of risk of getting disease from a risk factor. So this is general discussion about relative risk and attributable risk. So what is definition given in the Park 26th edition? So what is the definition? It is the ratio of relative risk is the ratio of incidence of disease or death among exposed and the incidence of disease or the death among non-exposed. Okay. Next is attributable risk. So what is the definition of attributable risk? It is the difference of incidence of disease or death between exposed and non-exposed group. So we'll see the formula according to the definition. So what it is given, it is incidence of disease among exposed and non-exposed. So incidence of exposed by incidence of non-exposed. How we will get the incidence? Number of people getting diseased by number of people having total people having risk factor, or this one is number of people are diseased among total number of people having not having risk factor. So next is attributable risk. What is the formula for the attributable risk? Here, as per the definition, it is difference of incidence of among exposed and non-exposed. So IE minus IA incidence of exposure, incidence of non-exposed among non-exposed persons by incidence of exposed. Okay, this is the formula for attributable risk. So what we will get from this relative risk? What we are learning from this? So it explains the strength of association between suspected cause and effect. And what we are getting from attributable risk is, it explains like, if you eliminate the risk factor, how much you can decrease the incidence of disease. Okay, so let's go into the, we will solve some one problem. Okay, problem, it is the direct problem from the Park textbook 26th edition. We will see what is the problem. In a cohort study of 10,000 members, out of 10,000, 7,000 are smokers. Of them, 70 developed lung cancer, and among 3,000 are non-smokers. After subtracting 10,000, 7,000 from the 10,000, we will get 3,000. 3,000 are non-smokers. 3,000 of them, only 3 are developed lung cancer. Okay. So calculate the relative risk and attributable risk. To make it simple, we have to draw our 2 by 2 table. Okay. So if you watch my previous video, I told you what should be on the top of the table. Yeah, it is correct. This is always should be top on the table, and risk factor on the horizontal column, horizontal row. So risk factor is smoking. So smoking present or absent, disease present, absent. So we will draw the 2 by 2 table. So how many members are there? Smokers, total 7,000. Of them, 70 developed cancer. So 70 developed cancer, how many didn't develop? Total 7,000. Total 7,000. 7,000 minus 70, 6,930. Correct. Next is total non-smokers are 3,000. Of them, only 3 developed the lung cancer. So is the disease lung cancer. So only 3 persons developed lung cancer. Oh, so 3,000 minus 3, how much? Yes, it is 2,997. Okay. So we will see the problem. First we will make the incidence of exposed. How much? You have to tell me. Yes, deceased are 70. Total smokers are 7,000. So it comes around 10 per 1,000. We'll keep like this. And incidence among non-exposed is 3 by 3,000. So 3 by 70 per, this is okay, 10 per 100. We'll make this is, sorry, it is 1 per 100. We will make it 1 per 100, or this one as, so to make our calculation is 1 per 1,000, 1 by 1,000. So as per relative risk, what is the formula? Every time if you write a problem in your practical exams, you have to write the formula. So what is the formula? Incidence of disease among exposed by incidence of disease among non-exposed. So it's, what is the incidence of disease among exposed? 1 by 1 by non-exposed is 1 by 1000. So 1000 by 100, how it is 10. So what should be our interpretation? So if relative risk is positive, means more than one, it is said to be the association is positive. If it is 1, no association. If it is less than 1, negative association. So if it is more than 1, so what we will do? There is a positive association between smoking and lung cancer. Positive association between smoking and lung cancer. So next is what we have to calculate: attributable risk. So attributable risk is incidence among exposed minus incidence among non-exposed by incidence among exposed. Incidence among exposed is what? 10. No, means 1 by 100. Okay, 1 by 100 minus 1 by 1000 by 1 by 100. Okay, so go from basic max. 100, tens are 100 hundreds, 1 2 3. Okay, 100 1. So it comes around 1000. 10 minus 1 by 1 by 100. So 9 by 1000 into 100. 0 0 0 0 cancel. If you take it in percentage, we should always calculate attributable risk in percentages. Okay, so 100, 0 0 cancel, it's 90%. So its formula is into 100. You should add everywhere into 100 because it is always be in the percentages. So 90%, we got 90%. So what is the use, sir? What we have to interpret it from it? So 90%. So as we learned here, what we have to learn from attributable risk, it is saying that if you remove risk factor, we can remove 90% of the disease. So here in the question it is like smoking. So if you remove the smoking, you can prevent 90% of the lung cancer in the patients. Okay, this is important topic for practical as well as our university exam, even for MCQs also this can be asked. Okay, if you like it. Thank you.